up, Air Fun? Yes, we are live. We couldn't get a game going tonight, so I think I'm driving to MGM to play some regular cash games. Absolute nuts here, Jonathan. Driving around, going from one end of the strip to the other. Hopefully it'll take just like 15 minutes. Not too much traffic. It is Saturday night. Sorry I couldn't get a game going, guys. But yeah, I figured I'd take you along on my drive. Sorry. What's up, Street? No game tonight. Thought I'd take you guys on a little ride though. Gonna head to the MGM right now. I am in my Huracan. It is wrapped pink right now. Original color is white. Now it's pink. Get a lot of comments and looks. And we are live. We're not on a 30-minute delay since we're not showing a poker game. Sorry, Mustafa, no D-gens today. Connor's playing a big game at the Win. It's like a 20-40 plus 50 million straddles. Trying to take on a whale. David came back today, but he was really tired, so he couldn't make it in time. He's probably going to join us later at the MGM. You guys can hear me, right? Hey, Matthew, Shauna. Yeah, he's exhausted, bro. That's what he was saying. Yeah, in about 10 more years, we won't be hearing any more of these kind of engines. You're gonna miss it. Everything's going electric. What's up, Dan? Matthew, Shauna, how are you? I hope you can hear me over my exhaust. I did upgrade my exhaust. It's a racing exhaust. Because I'm just stupid like that. No, I'm being a good boy, especially while Megan's out of town. Probably can play some poker at the MGM. It's a good idea, Shauna. Wait. So it's a little bit quiet for a Saturday night right now. There's a lot of traffic though, more than usual, because construction, repaving the roads. F1 is coming in November. That's going to be nuts. I've never seen hotel prices so expensive, ever. The only time it might be even more expensive is when the Super Bowl is here next year. Oh, go Trojans. Hey, Tina. Oh, I have a very conservative view on mortgages and car payments. So my personal thing is I will not spend more than 10% of my gross monthly income on the main housing stuff. So like mortgage, property, taxes, insurance, things like that. So I won't spend more than 10% on my property, and I won't spend more than 4 or 5% on cars monthly. That includes car payments and insurance. of depends if you're buying the Huracan outright. If you finance it, it can easily be like $5K a month. So my opinion is that 5K should not be more than 5% of your gross income. And that's if the Huracan is your only car. Hell no, I don't play poker for a living. We don't allow pros at the table. I did play poker to pay for my my med school though. Not all of it, but about 2/3 of it. So far I can't tell. Nothing obvious. I am going to take it to the shop and have them lift it up and look at it inside and out for possibly any trackers. It's kind of running out of windshield wiper fluid anyway, so I was going to take it in. And I think it's running low on Freon. My daily ride, I drive an Audi RS5. And sometimes I'll steal Megan's car and drive that. It's a sexy Volkswagen Passat. Oh yeah? Oh, you guys are smarty pants. I'm psychiatry. I wasn't smart enough to go into ortho or plastics. You in med school right now, Sohail? Yeah, so that's my day job. I'm a doctor. Used to play a lot of poker back in 03 to 08 when poker was easy and money was just flowing everywhere. Oh yeah, I gotta get some new blinker fluid. Maybe I'll ask Megan to pick it up for me. My poker bankroll when I first started playing, I mean, I would just I would scrounge around like a few $100 here and there, and I started playing online, and then I played live, and you know, I would just play whenever I had a few $100 to spare, which is kind of miserable, honestly. And then I had a really big break. I was at the bike casino, and one weekend I won a table share of a bad beat jackpot, and it was like $1,600. And then 3 days later, I was on the losing end of a bad beat, which means you get the big part of it, and the bad beat jackpot was $35K. It had just been reset, and so I won I won 40% of that, and that actually started my bankroll. Just total luck, just stupid. And then so I started with about I would say about a 15K bankroll. Started playing a bunch of $1, $2 tables online, and was mainly playing online, like 3-4 tables, no limit. That was my thing. Eventually, I started playing a lot of 6-handed, and then played 5-10, no limit, 3 or 4 tables at a time. And somewhere along the way, I started playing live, and I can tell you, I was so nervous playing live, even though I'd played a ton of hands online. At the time, I thought a ton of hands online. And so my first hand of live poker was at the Morongo. Street, yeah. I think someone did. My car hasn't blown up yet. I'm still worried that maybe there's like a tracker. I haven't gotten any notification of like a air tag that Apple makes, but I'm gonna take it to the shop before I drive it home. I drove it to my high-rise condo, so security there is super tight, and I'm not worried about that. But my normal residence or residences, I did not drive it home. I'm just leaving at my high-rise condo, and until I can get it inspected. Oh, thanks, Sohail. I got a nice, beautiful yellow Ferrari on my right here. Love that color. No, I didn't find much difference between 1.2 to 2.5 live. They were all about the same back then. Thank you. Thank you. Love your color. That's a pretty color right there. Yellow. Yeah, smash that like button. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. He's raising and lowering. You see a lot of... The thing I take for granted in Vegas is that you see a lot of fancy exotic cars. Even when I go down to SoCal, where I'm originally from, you don't see that a whole lot unless you go to some particular areas. My severely mentally ill and disturbed pages actually have a very calming effect on me for some reason, which is why I probably gravitated towards it. Last night I actually won $400, and then I went to the Nugget and I lost $1,000. I lost it all to AJ. I raised blind, and then he repopped it. Then I looked down and had freaking pocket kings, so I 4-bet him, and then he shoved, and of course I call because he thinks I'm full of it. He had ace queen, I had pocket kings. I always run it once, and he had an ace on the river, and so I lost $1,000 there. This is how it's mostly like when you drive down the strip. A lot of bumper to bumper traffic. It's no fun. Oh, that's not good, Tina. I'm like the most grandpa driver out there, so I've never gotten a speeding ticket, not even close. I've always wanted a Lambo or a Ferrari since I was like 12 years old. It's basically the 12-year-old in me that motivated me to get this. Bankroll management is super important. And never assume you know a lot. Always try and learn. Even now with GTO coming out, and a lot of good players. You always want to keep learning. Bounce hands off of each other. Either write them down, or maybe you have a good memory. You can remember your hand history. And ask your fellow poker players. In general, you want to have at least 20 buy-ins, and depending on your style of play. My style of play, I would say like 40-50 buy-ins, because I'm super aggressive, and I don't even play to make money now, so I do a lot of things that are negative EV, but I just like to have fun. Like calling with 6-8 suited after being 3-bet, and I'm in middle position, and 3-betters on the button. Yeah, my first exotic car, or at least exotic car in my opinion, was an R8. So I had a Volkswagen Golf GTI, and I was working non-stop. I worked about 170 days in a row. Look at my bank account, I'm like, oh, maybe I should treat myself. And so I got a R8. Yeah, if you get emotional playing poker, either poker's not for you, or maybe you're playing too high. Like, chips are just chips. You can't even think of it as money. It's just points in a video game, and you're just trying to get as many points as you can. That's how you should really look at it. I am definitely not a GTO type of player. The games we play are way too deep and way too multiplayer. Flaps are not very heads up in our game. And then when I play against GTO players, I see how they're killing the games now. I'm definitely negative EV against the GTO players when I'm at 100 bigs or less. I am trying to learn GTO, not to play GTO because it's kind of boring, but just to understand what thought process they're going through. And it's actually very interesting, very different way to think of the game. Oh, screw you, Riley. I need to get my money back from AJ. He's waiting for me at the MGM right now. A little sad, Riley, that the game didn't go, but I mean, what can I say? Connor's probably going to join us a little bit later. I would enter the World Series main event if I can get off of work. The sad thing is that tournaments, no matter how I look at it, even if I was a good tournament player, there'd still be negative EV for me because I have to take time off of work. So thanks for joining, guys. I am taking you on my car ride, my drive to MGM. I am in my Lambo, the Huracan. It is wrapped pink right now. Originally white, and then I wrapped it a satin matte metallic black, and then now it's pink. Definitely get way more comments and looks with the pink. It looks pretty sick. Snack a little bit on the way. Yes, I will eat in my car. I'll eat In-N-Out burger in my car. Got my windows rolled down about 3/4 of the way. Yeah, we're gonna try and get an MGM and see if they'll let us stream there eventually. You know, streamers and vloggers are everywhere. I think all the casinos are getting the hint that it's just the way it is now. What am I doing, Evils? I'm driving along the strip. Yeah, this is how traffic is. I can rev it for you real quick. Got a Harley next to me on the left. Your wife-to-be, Riley. You keep your hands off her. She's mine. Hey, what's up, Brian? I do miss streaming, like, truly live. Like, I can interact with the chat as the hand is going on. That's what we used to do on TikTok. But we want to make sure we're following gaming commission rules and have a delay. I don't think there's actually an official set delay time that we're supposed to have, but it's supposed to be on a delay. I'm driving a 2020 Huracan rear-wheel drive. That's the Paris right there. YouTube right now.
Oh, YouTube?
Yeah. Lamborghini Huracan. That's my fun car. Sadly, all these Teslas are gonna beat me in the near future, even like the base Model 3 is. Yeah, kind of hard to race on the strip here. Just bumper to bumper. I'm actually on the way to, hey Roxita, on my way to MGM to take my money back from AJ. The asshole beat me with ace queen against my king when I raised blind. What's up, Jan? Nah. Someone just asked me if I want to buy Coke. We're just passing by the Bellagio fountain right now. He's like, yo, you want some Coke? I'm like, nah, I'm cool. I think I've lost with Pocket Kings the last 4 times I've had it. And it's been for my stacks. And I've gotten it good every time. We're passing by Cosmo right now. Really cool casino. Pretty expensive. But I have to say, I have some pretty cool hotel rooms. No, I'm not streaming at the MGM. I'm just streaming my drive there. I do like Pepsi over Coke, but in a can. But the bottle Coke is nice. I am snacking on some Skinny Pop popcorn. I picked it up when I got this new car mount that I got at Walmart. It's always an adventure going on. Not Walmart, Walgreens, even crazier. This is very standard for Vegas on the Strip. Even without the F1 construction, it'll be like this. Sometimes worse. We're almost at MGM, about 2 blocks away. Let me rev it for you guys real quick. So the newer Huracans, apparently you have to actually be, you can't rev it when you're at stop. My final meal request? Oh, that's a good one. Probably Hong Kong style pan fried chow mein. I don't know if I want a combination or a beef. Yeah, all about lights here. Is it pretty clear on your end? Oh, my main psychiatrist. I started a medical group here when I finished residency. About 10 years ago. Psychiatrists in general in Vegas, in Nevada, do pretty well. Probably better than the average across the country. The cost of living is lower. And it's because out of all 50 states, Vegas has the worst shortage of psychiatrists per capita. Do a little face for good health. Skinny Pop. Probably half the people rolling up next to me probably think I'm renting this car and streaming it. Wow, that's cool, still. Probably a really good experience. No state income tax. Thank goodness. It's a big difference, especially me coming from California. Housing is about at least half the cost, maybe even a third. What the cost is just in most areas in California. Some things in Nevada are more expensive than California, like car registration is pretty crazy. I think my car registration the first year for Lambo was like $5,000. Oh, I guess the motorcycles popping wheels. Thanks, Roxita. Oh, and while I was talking to you guys, I was distracted and I totally missed my U-turn, my turn to go to MGM. Yeah, make a U-turn. There's Mandalay Bay. That was where the shooter on October 1st, a few years ago, perched himself and started raining out bullets on the country music festival. I remember that night and that morning when I came in. I do work at the hospital where most of those victims went to. I think he's single. I didn't ask her. I think of it as this way, like when you got the nuts, you don't really think about what other people have in their hair. And Megan is the nuts. No, I would be like the worst patient for any doctor, no matter what the disease is. I don't even like taking Tylenol or Advil. Oh, we got 58 people watching. Yeah, I had an idea to do this. Alan mentioned maybe I should do this also. Some bloggers were doing this on Fremont Street on Labor Day weekend, and they had like 600 people watching. So, you know, people who kind of want to be in Vegas or miss Vegas or are curious, they probably want to know what it's like, and maybe I'll do this. Yeah, Peaches, I mean, that was a sick hand. She flopped bottom set. And Connor running freaking good in our game. He really needs to run good in the bigger games. He really just messed around in our game, plays like a fish. But he's been hitting. He flopped top pair and went runner, bigger boat. And it was actually Peaches who called me, but I couldn't answer because I was on the stream. And actually ended up calling someone else on the table saying, hey, there are a group of people at your car, like, acting all shady and looking underneath it and stuff like that. And she actually yelled at him saying, hey, stay away from the car. And she actually took a couple pictures and sent it to me. So she was looking out. And she ended up coming back and hanging out with us a little bit after the stream. Oh my God, you saw me on the news, Roxita? That's so embarrassing. I haven't even seen that clip. I think you need to learn GTO, especially tournament play. I mean, it's the most positive way to play. But you also need to understand its limitations, and you're always trying to figure out, you know, what is your opponent thinking, and if they're thinking GTO, what would GTO do here? Is there a way to exploit it? I mean, there's always ways to exploit it. Like, poker is actually way more complicated than chess. There's always a way to exploit what other people are doing. You just have to switch gears. So we're on the south end of the strip right here. I'm going to go a couple more blocks, make another U-turn, and then turn to the MGM. Those escalators are where a lot of people do those TikToks in Vegas, kind of acting stupid and seeing people's reactions. Yeah, I think chess is a great game. I never really learned it very well. My mom was a chess player. But if you look at the calculations and the time it takes to calculate the optimum play, like it's instantaneous for chess in terms of the computers. Some of the hands, it takes a few hours for a computer to calculate the optimum play. Yeah, I play blackjack. I used to have my blackjack phase. Learned it, and I was like, you know what, it's cool, it's fun. It's kind of a lonely game. I find a lot more enjoyment in poker. I don't know why you're playing MGM. I think HH is meant to play MGM. They have uncapped buy-in. We like uncapped buy-ins. We don't like playing 100 bigs because then we get eaten out. eaten alive by the GTO players. Wow, 1800 G's. Did I say eaten out? Eaten alive. Sorry. Did I really say that? It's terrible. Passing by Hollywood, Planet Hollywood. Right there, the Aladdin Hotel. It's not that great of a hotel. I mean, you can use it in terms of a destination in Vegas to check out. Not worth it. If you can get a good deal, it's worth it. See you, Sohail. Yeah, Resorts was just all around a great casino. New, spacious, food is good. Sorry, I just had to answer AJ. He's like, where are you at? I told him I'm on my way streaming. But he's gonna log onto the stream and realize I'm going the wrong direction. He's gonna go, what the hell, John? Yeah, I usually valet at, I kind of mix it up, but Crockford probably is the best valet. But you need certain access to get to Crockford. Love the dancing girls. You know, it's whoever came up with dancing girls at the gambling pit, genius. There's AJ. Look, we got 60 people watching us, AJ. I was just driving around for like 5 hours. Oh yeah, AJ, I told everyone about how you took my $1,000. Imperial Palace became. The hell did Imperial Palace? The Link. Imperial Palace became the Link. Hey, enjoy that money while you have it, AJ, before I get there and take it away from you. Dave is meeting up with Alan right now, having dinner, and then he's heading over to MGM. So what I think I'm going to do, I'm going to hook a right into Paris. It'll be a nightmare to make a U-turn on the strip. And then exit the Paris registration area and lobby and hook a left onto Las Vegas Boulevard and head over to MGM. I do not know how to play craps. A couple people tried to teach me, and I just never. I don't have that part of the brain required to understand craps. So after those threats of terrorists and stuff like that, they put up those metal pylons that you see along the street on the right. That wasn't there, I think, before the pandemic. Those are to prevent people driving onto the sidewalk, intentionally driving into people. When they started seeing that stuff happening all over the country, they put those up. Did they love to trade? Maybe. I don't know. Time flies. What's up, Matt? Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, I really miss just interacting with the chat live, like in real time. That's what made the TikTok platform really fun. But a couple reasons we don't do that anymore. TikTok doesn't allow you to stream real poker, and also gaming commission requires a delay. Very funny, Riley. Yeah, let me just give you an IV infusion drip. Wow, you're gonna be here for F1, Roxita? Crazy. I was thinking about renting out my places and then going somewhere else. Try and recruit for our game, AJ. No, I intentionally, hey, Javier, I intentionally took this way so I can show you guys a strip. I wasn't trying to get there in any particular time frame. In Berkeley Street? Don't worry about Riley, he just Googled it. I miss Berkeley. I think I lived on Channing Way before. Is it Channing Way? Thanks, Javier. I was thinking about doing this on TikTok, but I wanted to do this for the YouTube viewers. I have no idea where I'm going. I'm doing some off-roading here. This is where the World Series is held, in Paris. Oh, that music was just some of the street performance on the street. You haven't been to Vegas, this is what a typical like valet area looks like. You gotta be careful, like people just exiting their cars, especially late at night, they get drunk, they just kind of literally topple into the middle of the valet. Every couple of days, someone, maybe not every couple of days, every week probably someone gets almost killed or killed because they just run into the strip and get hit by a car. Thanks, Riley. Oh yeah, meth is on its comeback again. People are having a lot of problems with meth and fentanyl right now. But I do like hip hop. I do like the blues. I'm starting to like some of Megan's music. It's like the emo punk stuff. head on out of Paris here, and then hook a left onto Las Vegas Boulevard. Finally make our way to MGM. What time is it right now? 11:30. Ooh, it's already late. Megan comes back tomorrow morning. Hopefully I wake up in time to pick her up in the airport. What's up, Benali? Yeah, I'll rev it when I'm on the street. You can't really rev the Huracans anymore when you're sitting idle. In general, they charge for valet unless you have a certain level player card. Oh, AJ, can you put me on the list as a call-in? Shoot, I totally forgot. That's the Bellagio, and in front of the Bellagio fountains. If you come to Vegas, you definitely have to check out Bellagio. It's just iconic for Vegas. Caesar's Palace, I hate to say, is a little run down, as are the rooms. But man, that movie Hangover is one of my favorite movies. I liked it even more when I moved to Vegas. Valet is usually anywhere from 30 to 50 bucks. It's so stupid. Yeah, it sucks for the valet attendants as well, because they used to make a ton of money. You could make easily 6 figures being a full-time valet attendant on the strip, but now ever since they instituted valet fees, obviously, you know, that money that would have typically gone to tip the valet people, now it just goes to the fees. Yeah, SD Gen has their own game on Wednesdays, but Harrison, I'm driving a Huracan right now. It's my fun car. Depends on your budget, Riley. Expensive, medium, or low cost? And are you talking about the strip? I would check out Cosmo. I like Cosmo. Resorts World. If you want brand new rooms, Cosmo still has a very new feeling. I would get the room that at Cosmo. I would get the room that has the tub that is up against the window of the room. It's super cool. Yeah, that's a good idea. Except that Crystal Shop Valet closes, I think, at 11 or 12. Oh yeah, 1 a.m. I mean, 1 a.m., 11 a.m., 11 p.m. It's like the same thing. Unfortunately, when I go play poker, it's like until 4 a.m. For some reason, I don't like the Aria. I don't like how it smells in there. It's weird. It's like the fragrance that they inject into the air. I just don't like it. We don't know. Thank you. Mayfair's really popular. Yeah, when I get out of this light, I'll
Hey, boss. Is a Hurricane?
Yeah.
How much horsepower?
600.
Oh, it's 60.
604 horsepower.
How much you pay?
Brand new, it's 300K.
300 cash?
300,000, yeah, brand new.
Lovely car.
Thank you.
God bless.
Thank you, you too. God bless.
Can you go a little bit fast, please?
You want to cut in front?
No, you. Go a little fast. I want to see it, please.
I can rev it, but I can't go fast. I mean, it's too much traffic.
Like
Yeah, I'll do that. I think it's 604 horsepower. I don't even know. So we're passing by Cosmo again and Aria. I feel like a tour guide right now. Maybe if I ever lose my medical license, I'll become a tour guide.
Very nice.
Thank you. Thanks, AJ. Yeah, we're totally going in circles driving. Yeah, I got the racing exhaust upgrade on my car. Oh, it's funny. My first Huracan, I had a 2000 and, I think it's a 2015 Huracan. Yeah, I had a 2015 Huracan. That's my first Lambo. So I got an R8, a 2012 R8, and then I traded that in for a 2015 Huracan. And when I was driving it home for the first time, I had like a bottle of water with me that they gave me while I was waiting to pick up the car. I realized there's no cup holder, so I called up the dealer and I was like, "Is there a cup holder here?" And he's like, "Oh, you know what? Maybe the one that we sold you doesn't have a cup holder. It's an option." So we checked it. Yeah, yours doesn't have a cup holder. And I was like, "Can I still have a cup holder installed?" I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "How much is it?" $800 to install a cup holder in the Lambo, and it's one cup holder. And so I went there, had the cup holder installed, and then while I was there, he's like, "You know what? Have you heard the racing exhaust?" And I was like, "Well, I don't want to mess with the warranty and stuff." No, it's covered under Lamborghini because it's basically a Lamborghini exhaust. And he's like, "You know, we have a car already with the with the racing exhaust. You could drive it around while you wait for the cup holder." I was like, "Shit, this is totally a bad idea." But yeah, so I drove it and I was like, I loved it. I actually think the Huracan stock is a little bit too high pitched for me. And then I drove the Spider with the racing exhaust, and I loved it. It's just super deep, and it's exactly what I wanted. And it crackles and stuff when you downshift. You know, all the stupid stuff that idiots like me like. And so I was like, I love it. And he's like, "Yeah, we have 3 left." And I was like, "How much?" 12 grand. I was like, fuck. Let's do it. So I went in there to get an $800 cup holder and left with a $12,000 exhaust and a cup holder. Keep streaming all the way in. All right. I have to say, like, I get a little annoyed when I see people streaming, walking around, like, bumping into things. But that was before I started streaming, and now I kind of understand. So, I have no ill will or negative feelings towards those people anymore. They're doing their thing. They're grinding and hustling and trying to gain those followers. No, I do not want to get kicked out by anything. Oh, you know where I live? Actually, a place to stay that's a little bit, it's actually a lot cheaper, that they did renovate and it's pretty decent, is Park MGM. It used to be, what the hell did it used to be? It's right next to T-Mobile Arena. So I actually valet there whenever I go to events at T-Mobile Arena. Park MGM is a nice place to stay. Alright, 12K is still 12K. joining, guys. We do normally stream poker on Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday nights. Tonight we could not get a game going due to a variety of reasons. David is back in town. We might actually stream tomorrow. Megan is back tomorrow morning. David's here now. We might have a pretty interesting... And Ajaz is back tomorrow, too. Maybe some freaking action. Connor Super Pro. Just gonna give him a few drinks. He's gonna loosen up and start betting blind. Oh, 2 nights ago, Connor raised blind. He got a little lucky against, is it Peaches, I think? On a totally different hand. Not the King 9 hand. And stacked her and took like 3,500 bucks. Took her stack 3,500 bucks. And then the very next hand, he was under the gun +1. And he just raised blind 3,500 bucks. And Ajaz looked at his cards and went all in for 7K. Yes, Monte Carlo. And then so Ajaz had Ace Jack, and I think Connor had like 8-5, and then of course Ajaz Ace Jack is held. And so he doubled up of 7K to 14K. Ohio. Wasn't planning on it. Is that where Jack's Casino is? Oh yeah. I wouldn't mind going to Ohio. I like traveling to random places. The most random place I traveled to was South Dakota. I was really stressed out at work, and then I thought I need to get away for like a day or two and go off the grid, and I went to South Dakota. We might play tomorrow night. I think it's like a 60% chance. It also depends what Megan wants to do. She's the boss. See that sign? Harry Reid Airport. It used to be McCarran. Now it's Harry Reid. Yeah, I should probably do that. Well, you notice in Vegas that people are so fed up with the construction, they'll just start driving into the coned off here, like this guy right here, watch. There he goes, like complete idiots. There's another car, right there. Of people on the chat come on and play with us. Street has played with us. Is it Obith? Obith has played with us. I think one other person. Ouch, Riley. Connor the other day was playing a 500 PLO game. It was partially staked though. Yeah, I don't know if he won. And check out Connor on the Big Bet stream. Last Wednesday, or was it this past Wednesday? He played the 100, 200, 200. And just, I wouldn't say he ran bad, but he just wasn't winning any of the flips. Hooters Casino. Hey. Try not to judge. I do like Hooters. The restaurant. If it was closer to home, I'd probably go there more often. I like their wings. You're gonna hate me. I do like the oysters. More traffic. I just got this $10 car mount thing for my phone. Wanted to share my drive with you guys. Surprisingly, it's working okay. Did I just get some money? Woohoo! Really appreciate a like though. That'd be awesome. Valley on the left. Yeah, I won't be able to show any hands though at MGM. Ready for a night out. David Copperfield, his residency is at the MGM. I haven't seen a show. I hear it's good. No, I'm not going to stream the table at MGM. We do not have permission from MGM to stream. They have not allowed live streaming yet, or even with a delay. I think they'll get there eventually, don't know when. I was gonna try and stream walking in. Yes, an hour later we made it to the MGM. We could have made it in 20 minutes. Took a couple detours. What's up, A-Jazz? Hey, it's Jazz. Oh no, don't do anything to Super Pros. Yeah, I like playing. I play for fun now. It definitely is a lot more fun when you're playing poker not to pay your bills or your tuition. You can do a bunch of stupid stuff, know that you're losing in the long run, or, you know, I kind of do enough stupid stuff where I am not positive EV anymore. Even if I'm a little bit negative EV, I'm okay with it because it's just for fun. Hey guys, hurry up and get back here. We didn't get our game going tonight. We might play tomorrow night though. Megan's back early. Her festival got canceled. The Blue Ridge Mountain something rock festival. I don't know. Hey guys, I told him about the hand that you had against Connor. He raised blind like $3,500. You went all in with ace jack, and he doubled you up. this car up. Valet just provided some instruction. Go this way. I might have to cut the stream here because it's going to be hard for me to multitask. I'm not very good at that. Oh, you want to see my car? Here it is. Yes, I was actually driving a Lambo. I wasn't lying. Pink. First time I've streamed my Lambo. I'm good. How are you? All right. Good night, guys.